Michelle, this is Lori and it's Thrifting 102. I wanted to show you these beautiful moonstone pieces that I inherited from my wonderful mother-in-law, Audrey Mimi, who passed away on January 21st. They are in perfect condition and I love, love, love them. And then to add to that, I received your package and I thought I'd do an unboxing like a real YouTube person would. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I am so excited. Oh, I forgot to say hi to cameraman. Hi, cameraman. Let's see if I can get this open without slicing my thumb or something. This is so exciting, and thank you so much for doing this for me. I should have probably done this before we started taping, but we'll get it done anyway. Looks like it's very nicely packed. And oh, thank you, Lori, for everything. Much love, Michelle. So darling. Thank you for that. And here's your card. Oh, Thrifting 101. Oh, this is so neat. This is just making my day. And they're very well packed. Maybe we should stop filming and I'll undo them and then we'll show them.
Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping in. I want to tell you a little bit about what you just saw there. That's my good friend Lori from Iowa. She has been with me. She's a YouTube friend. We met on my channel. She's been with me for a long time. She supports me constantly. She's even sent me gifts. I don't know if you remember. I did some modern tone. I found some pastel colored cups. I had one yellow yellow saucer without a cup. Lori was kind enough to send it to me. And we've just become really good friends, as I have with a lot of you out there, and I love it. She sent me that video after I sent her a piece that was in one of my last videos. And just to see her face for the first time and hear her voice for the first time was amazing. And we're gonna show you the rest of the unboxing at the end of the video. Here's the haul. I just wanted to show you this because I found this absolutely amazing. The paper you see here was what they were wrapping stuff in at the Salvation Army. And it took me a few things that the woman had wrapped before I realized that this paper dates to, as you can see, November 26, 1963. That's 4 days after President Kennedy's assassination. And here they were wrapping up all their items in the paper. So I kind of grabbed a few pieces of the paper that were in pretty good condition and just kind of pulled them aside. And I just wanted to show you this because it's an amazing piece of history that was being wrapped up in Salvation Army. I'm gonna keep these and put them in a safe place. Let's check it out. I was coming home the other day and just did a random stop. I had some extra time at the Enjoy thrift store, which I go to often, and I found 3 of these, and then I looked around and saw all of this all over the place, so I ran and got a cart, and I picked up every piece they had. I paid 50 cents a piece for it. There are 15 pieces here. This is Anchor Hocking Milano, Lido Milano, in the aqua color, and the aqua color is kind of the most important, or not important, but it's the most collectible or desirable, that's the word I'm looking for, color that they made it in, at least I think so. And they're often confused with the original pattern, which was simply called Milano, also made by Anchor Hocking. These were produced between 1960s and the 1970s. The earlier plain Milano pattern was made between 1959 and 1963, and the way you can tell the difference, I'll show you right here. If you can see the rim here, the crinkly pattern doesn't go all the way up to the rim. The original ones, which were only made in avocado and crystal clear, did. So that's how you can tell if it's an original. Anyways, This color sells very well. It comes in so many colors, so popular in the 70s. It came in green and clear and honey gold and spice brown and laser blue. And other patterns, or other companies also made this pattern, but I think the Anchor Hocking Lido Milano is the most recognizable one out there. Like I said, I got 15 of these for 50 cents a piece, and I'm gonna ask probably an average of $5 a glass. I have some sherbet cups. I have a whole lot of them. Every one of them is in beautiful condition. This was a great find at 99 cents. It's Taylor Smith Taylor in the conversation line. They made a lot of different patterns in the conversation line. It was kind of an informal line. This happens to be Jamaica, and it was produced in 1952. I paid 99 cents for it. I think I said that. I'm going to ask $8 for it. It's in the Jamaica design. I just said that too. And it was designed by Waller Dorman Teague, who designed many patterns for TST. And I believe this pattern was made for Sears. They made a lot of patterns exclusively sold at Sears. This is Jackson Custom China. It's restaurant ware. I found it at the Goodwill, wrapped together. I paid 99 cents for both pieces. I love finding restaurant ware. And it came together and it was wrapped pretty well. It wasn't until I got home that I realized they're actually different pieces. I believe this might be an egg cup, and I believe this might be a sauce cup, although I've seen people also refer to them as teacups, so I'm not really sure. I can tell you that the date code you saw on the back, which read V8, is a date code for August 1962, so that's when I know these were produced. And I'm going to ask about $8 for the set, even though it's not really a set, the two pieces. I paid up a little bit for this fridge dish. It's in really nice condition. You can see there's no chips or cracks anywhere. Here, I paid $5.50 for it, which I normally would not pay for something like this for resale value, but it's not for resale, it's for me. I love my fridge dishes. We use them all the time. They're much better than plastic. And this is a Federal Glass Pioneer clear pattern produced in the 1930s and the early 1940s. They don't sell for all that much, which is why I wouldn't have picked it up otherwise. I see them sell anywhere from $10, $15, definitely under $20. You can pick up one of these online. I'm going to refer to this as a semi-mystery picture here. I found it at the Goodwill. I'd seen it before. It'd been there for a while. It was $4. I wasn't going to buy it for $4. I wasn't real crazy about the color. But when it went half price, it's kind of hard to pass it up at $2. So I brought it home, did a little research. I knew it was Anchor Hocking. I could tell from the style. That was kind of apparent to me. But I'll tell you, I'm not real sure about the pattern name. A lot of people refer to it as the pagoda pattern, which it looks exactly like the pagoda pattern. They did make a pagoda pattern, but the pagoda picture is not shaped this way. So I am referring to it as my Anchor Hocking Mystery Brown Icelet picture, which I bought for $3 and will list for $15. I always look through the silverware wherever I go. I don't look too hard because I don't usually find anything, nor do I really know what I'm looking for. But I did see this really cute spoon. It might be Bakelite, I'm not sure, but it has the Corning pattern on it, the iconic cornflower blue. And I thought it would be fun just to buy it for myself, you know, and use as my coffee cup in the mornings. So I brought it up with my other stuff. I asked how much it was. She said 15 cents and then 20% off on top of that. So I figured that I would keep that. Picked these up at the Enjoy thrift store. I just kind of fell in love with them. They're vintage, made in Japan. They're ceramic. They're very small mugs, but they're stackable mugs, as you can see. And I loved the colors, so I picked them all up for 59 cents each. And I'm going to ask about $15 for all of them. As I always say, buy butter dishes when you see them because butter dishes always sell well. And I was so excited to find this one. I paid $1.99 for it. It's Taylor Smith Taylor. So that's 2 pieces of Taylor Smith Taylor in this video that I got from different stores. It's beautiful. Pebble fur teal green, produced between 1956 and 1960, in great condition. I'm going to ask about $25 for it. Picked this up at the Goodwill. It's made by Libby. It does have the L on the bottom, but it's kind of hard to see, so I figured I'd just tell you. It's called Golfer's Nightcap, and the graphics are just phenomenal, in perfect condition. It was probably just a display piece, and you can see all the fun things that it says on the back. They were actually called giant shot glasses. They came in lots of different patterns, and they had bowlers and fishermen and dads and just lots and lots of them. And they date to the 60s and the 70s. And in this condition, I'm going to ask $15. I paid up a little bit for this piece. I paid $3.99 for it. I picked it up at the Goodwill. It's an ice bucket. It's in really great condition and the colors are gorgeous. I was pretty sure that it was a Culver ice bucket, and now I'm 99% sure it's a Culver ice bucket. I couldn't find this pattern though listed anywhere under Culver's patterns, although there are plenty of people out there listing it as Culver and listing the matching glasses as Culver also. So when I list it, I'm not going to be able to actually call it Culver, so I probably won't list it for as much as I wanted to, but I still think I'm going to ask about $20, $25 for it. I still think it's Culver. I found this at the Goodwill. I paid 99 cents for it. I was just actually walking in the door before the video and I cut some basil and put it right in there. Let me take that out. It's really cool. It is an old cold cream jar. I don't know, it's really hard for us to get this on camera. It says Watson's cold cream on it. I believe it dates to the 1930s and 1940s. It is missing a lid. Did have a lid with it. And this was most likely made by Hazel Atlas. As I said, I think in my last video, that Hazel Atlas is responsible for making most of the containers back in the day. Watson's just the name of the company that produced the cold cream, not the name of the company that made the glassware. It's really cool. I'm not going to sell it. It doesn't have a lid. Probably could be able to sell it for about $10, but I think it'd make a really cute cotton swab holder, maybe a toothpick holder. Oh, but for right now, I'm going to stick my basil back in there. Makes a great basil holder too. This is another mystery piece, I'm going to call it, that I paid up for at the Goodwill. It's beautiful. It is in the button or daisy cane pattern. Lots of different companies made them. It needs to be cleaned. I did pay $5.99 for it. I was pretty sure it was Fenton. I'm not 100% sure it's Fenton now. Lots and lots of companies made this pattern. I could not find this identical logo right here, or back mark, dating it to Fenton. A lot of people are calling this bowl Fenton. It could be Imperial. My best bet is it might be also Kemple, Fostoria. I'm not really sure. It's a mystery piece to me. So therefore, I will not be selling it as a Fenton piece, just as an unknown maker piece, for about $15. We took a trip up to Claremont on Friday to visit a winery with cameraman's sister and her husband. And believe it or not, I've never been to a winery, even though I've lived right around the corner from a few. And we had a really great time, so we did hit a few thrift stores around Claremont. And I was just shocked when I saw this, because what a coincidence. This is the international pattern, the Heartland International. You might have remembered I found a bunch of glasses in my last video, and I paid $1 for this. It's a trivet. And it even has the original tag on it. It's a hanging trivet, so you can put it on the wall and bring it down. And also, which I forgot to put out, so I'll say for my next video, I found some other pieces in the Heartland pattern at yet another thrift store. I'm going to ask about, I think, $15 for the trivet. Paid $2.99 for this candle topper, Debbie Mum collection, and I love Debbie Mum, and I know a lot of you out there probably do too. And I like to buy things in the original boxes. This is in perfect condition. Actually, it was all packaged up. And the collection made lots of different, I don't want to say models, patterns. And I did a quick rundown of them, so here we go. Birdhouse, Summer Garden, Noah's Journey, Christmas Eve Chapel, Buster the Watchdog, Snowflake Delivery, Santa Nutcracker, Penguin, Family, and Mary Berry. So quite a different array of candle toppers. They also want, I also want to let you know, they fit the 3-inch Yankee candles, and a lot of people also use them for canning jars. And, oh, that's the first time I've turned it over. It says, to Wanda. Oh wow, it's signed by Debbie Mum, 2002. I'm looking at this for the first time. I was going to ask about $10 for it, and now I might have to rethink that. Signed by the artist. This was absolutely my favorite find in this whole haul. They're Federal. I got them for 69 cents each at the Goodwill. They are in amazingly perfect condition. I think they were probably used only as displays. They're Federal Glass Company, excuse me, 1933, 1956. They're Swanky Swigs, and they held craft food products, probably maybe craft cheese in here or cottage cheese or something, but they're in wonderful condition, and I personally collect Swanky Swigs, so these are going to join my collection. But they go for about $10 to $15 a glass in this condition, and I'm going to take you right over right now in case you haven't seen my Swanky Swig collection. So for those of you who haven't seen it before, this is my Swanky Swig collection. The taller ones are up here, and the smaller ones here, and on the bottom these are Daisy Sour Cream jars, and I'm going to see if I can put these right up here with the large ones for now. I did want to let you know, because I said these were my Swanky Swig collections. Not all Swanky Swigs were made by Federal. They were made by other companies also, Hazel Atlas being among one of my favorites. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, most importantly comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. And now we're going to get back to Lori and her unboxing. Thank you. See you again real soon.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for waiting while we unbox these, unwrap them. They were very well packed. They are perfect, and I'm almost in tears. I'm so excited by this. It's just amazing to me how two people who live so far apart but who have commonality in their love of glassware can become such good friends. But I thank you from the bottom of my heart. These are beautiful, and I will treasure them.